Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that many know as a leFH or a leaf blower. This one is located on the northwest corner of Fjords under the command of Awesome0n3. Game on! Now it's a 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a Char 1B that was captured by the Germans at the end of the fall of France. Now actually they built 16 of these, for in reality we don't know where most of them went. There's no really record showing where they actually fought. And oh, this is cute, we've got a duck being given a lift. Okay, well this is an unusual firing position. He's actually choosing to get close to the rock. Now, yes, you can shoot into the eastern pass fairly easily from this position. The problem is that it's very difficult to shoot to the south because that rock face gets in the way. But he might be able to get some damage on enemy tanks over here. Okay, it's 105mm light field howitzer. That's where you get the leFH on his name. The 18-bit is 1918. That's when the howitzer was designed. A B2, well, Char B1s became B2s under German service. Okay, nothing in sight yet. It's capable of doing 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armor with an 8.92 second reload. And we can see that Awesome0n3's reload time 7.85. We're hoping our teammates in those tanks that have gone round in that direction, the light tank, the MX-40 and the others, will get some spots for us very shortly. Oh, they found someone. It's a Sentinel. And unfortunately, the first shot that Awesome0n3 fires actually hits the cliff because it's just a little too further over to the right. And he hasn't got an angle to shoot from there, but he can certainly hit this one. That's a T-28E with an F-30 gun. That's an 85mm armed tank, and he hits it hard for 143. That's a very dangerous medium tank. Oh, he gets the kill! Nicely done. So, next target's an AMX ELC, who's just hiding on that corner. Oh, that shell zipped right over the top of him. That guy's moving about a lot, actually. I'm wondering if he's actually got the 90mm gun. Don't think he does, but he is taking time between shots. No, it looks like he's got the 75mm, but he's out the game now because that's the second kill. Okay, now nothing else in sight as far as he can see. Okay, he's trying to aim to the south, and that's a bit of a problem. As I said, the rock face gets in the way from this position. In fact, there's nobody between him and that Covenanter that was spotted up on that cliff face there. And he's getting a red line, which shows that obviously there's something obstructing the field of fire at the moment. There's the Covenanter, and no, he's got no shot from this angle. In fact, the big danger is that Covenanter could head in this direction very, very quickly, and if it does, he could be in danger. The M8A1 sped round there to block that Covenanter. Now, he did fire one snapshot into where the gorilla was last seen, just on the off chance he can get a hit. We've now got an SU-76M on that corner, but he's not taking a shot. Again, he's got a red line. That's showing something is blocking the shot. And when you're so close to this cliff, it really does present a bit of a problem. But if you move further around the corner, there's a good chance you might get shot at by the enemy light tanks when they spot you. And that Covenanter does look as if he's coming round here. We lost the M8A1, I'm afraid. And somebody is capping. Now, despite the fact that we've got an AMX ELC near our cap area, guarding the area, apparently he's let an enemy tank get into the cap area. I suspect it might be that Matilda that's located or showing at the western pass at the moment. There he is, sleepy, living up to his name. Or Sleepy, actually. But he's actually let an enemy tank into the cap. And he's just not looking. There he is. It's Matilda. Now, can we get a shot? He's trying to manually aim. Gets a hit. Nice hit. 86 hit points. Ow. Okay, well, we've taken a round, but it's only a 2-pounder round. Pumps another one in, but he doesn't get a hit this time, and he's taking 2 more 40mm rounds. Trying to go for it. Yes, he gets another hit. 191, but he's taken more damage. Can he get a shot to kill this Matilda? He's letting it dial in. Note that one went over the top of the turret. So he's now doing a properly aimed shot, and the kill shot goes to the ELC in the end. Okay, we've got more enemy tanks around the corner. Normally, I would advise going over to the water's edge nearby, because then you can get a better angle on these enemy tanks. But they're so close now, he's actually aiming to try and hit them as they're coming on, because they are very, very close indeed. He's letting it dial in. Good hit. Solid hit for 161. Forces the M4A1 to go down into the dip. We've got a red line again. Okay, the M4A1's gone down. Now there's a T6 medium over here. Okay, but can't see the guy. And oh my god, he just killed the T6 medium and wiped him out. And now we've got an SU-76 and he's firing 8 cheaters. Oh bless. He's going to learn that that's a big mistake. Because yes, SU-76s have very little armor, and a 105mm round is just going to go straight through the front of them and wipe them out. So he's claimed his 4th kill of the game. Wow. Okay. He's trying to get the gun lined up on the KV-1. He's backing away from this bunch. The enemy has far more hit points than us, but I think that may be down to the fact that the enemy Stugdrei, Ausführung-G, AMX-13AM and Grilla are showing us 100% health. Our ELC is sitting in the corner, or one of them is. The other one's active. I think the other one might be a bit of a noob. We're all there once, but he's trying to hide and shoot at the enemy. Oh, that was enemy Arty. And that was a heat round. They've got a particular way they explode when they hit the ground. You see you don't hear the explosion, and you see this little flame shoot up from the ground after the explosives gone off. The trace is also slightly reddish in colour compared to the yellowish of an HE round. Okay, well, looks like our guys are trying to outflank the KV-1, are going around the outside. Going round the hill. Going to approach it from a different angle. And they found him! Oh my god, and they found the Stug as well, and the Stug wasn't 100%. In fact, they just killed the Stug. He's out the game, so now it's 4 versus 3. At one point, we were down by 2 tanks. Now we're up by 1. Now we're trying to have a go at that KV-1. Oh, we just lost our Largo. But the AMX ELC takes out the last KV-1, and that means the last tank on the enemy team has gone down. There's only 2 Artys, an AMX-13AM and a Gorilla. Now, it is a peculiar move, actually, for Awesome0n3 to actually head down to the South Pass. It's probably going to take him longer to get down there, and he doesn't know if he's going to get to the South Pass before our teammates find the enemy. He might be able to get in position very shortly if he can get round this corner. Oh! The AMX-13's turned up! Lovely manually aimed shotgun there. Took him out cleanly, clinically you might say almost. It's very well aimed, and he did it manually. You can auto-aim onto tanks like that when they do pop up like that in that corner. It does help to a certain extent, but the last enemy's been killed, and they've got the victory. Here's the end of battle results for the first game, and it was the second-class tanker for Awesome0n in the 105 leFH18B2 Fifi La Pew Pew. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. 4 kills? Yep, he got 5 actually in this game. And he also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He got 13, and he got a Starks medal as well. He managed to get at least 2 kills, suffered at least 2 shots, lose potentially 2/3 of his hit points, and he was still alive at the end of the game. And his win rate from this one was 3,745, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the KV-1 on the enemy team, 2,864 hit points of damage. He picked up a high caliber and a cool headed. Second highest damage went to the AMX CLC Biz on our team, which actually was the guy who was sitting behind that rock, who was actually firing at the enemy. He did get 1,626 hit points of damage, so he wasn't completely useless. He was actually doing something right. And in third place on damage was Awesome0n with 1,310 hit points. When it came to kills, though, it was between Awesome0n and the other ELC, who both got 5 kills apiece, so that means they killed 2/3 of the enemy team between them. Next highest scorer was the KV-1 on the enemy team, 4 kills, and 2 kills went to the other ELC on our own team, and the Matilda on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, Awesome0n managed to get 885 base experience points, 778 went to the ELC, and the next one was, in fact, the KV-1 on the enemy team with 760. Of course, he got the high caliber. So he got the top in 2 columns, missed out on the damage. Fired 15 rounds, very small amount of ammunition expended to get such a result. 9 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots. Now, this is interesting because he did hit some tanks with fairly thin armor, so let's see if we can find out which ones he hit. When he penetrated the AMX ELC, he hit the guy on the side, and of course ELCs don't have much armor, very, very thin indeed. And that wiped that guy out. And the 76, yes, it was the SU-76, as I said, very thin armor on those tank destroyers. Well, they're technically assault guns, not tank destroyers, and they were used as artillery support, so they really didn't put big armor on them, and so actually they were fairly vulnerable whenever they encountered the enemy face to face. So yes, that shell went right through the front of the SU-76M and got him a penetrating shot. He also got 8 splash on the enemy, damage of 1,310 hit points, of which 551 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see a lot of damage. Majority of damage was done at close range. 6 hits received, 5 of those were penetrations, 1 hit by way of splash damage. That was the SU-76. The penetrating shots actually came from the Matilda, who kept blasting away with that 40mm 2-pounder gun, and he was getting penetrations virtually every time. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, and he got 59 hit points of damage assistance, plus he got 62 defense points when he reset the cap. So he was missing out actually there on getting a defender medal. Now on a premium count, he actually earned a profit for the game of 33,293 credits. He got 25 bonds because he got a mission completion, and he took away 7,170 experience points because he also got a mission completion there as well. So a very fine result, but only a second-class tanker for Awesome0n in the Fifi. Let's have a look at the second replay. The second replay is on the Province map, and we're on the northeast corner, and it's being crewed by me. Game on. Yes, this is one of mine. Played yesterday. Just having a bit of fun, actually. As you can see, I've tried to make my Fifi out to look a bit like a happy smiling face with a nose and a pair of eyes. Okay, let's see what I can get done in this game. My reload time, 7.51 seconds. Not the lowest you can get, but it's still useful. Oh, now that wasn't nice. that was a shot by our M8A1 fired directly at me, but of course, because it's fired against his own teammate, it just means that the M8A1 is not going to get a high caliber. Okay, we're not seeing any enemy over the other side of the battlefield at the moment. Normally I aim towards the south, but that's because I'm expecting the enemy to come up via that route. And in fact, actually, an enemy tank has made it over to the corner. It's a Panzer Achsenreißig nur Art, the Panzer 38NA, which actually is basically a derived version, or perhaps a direct hit. It's a version of the same tank that actually makes up the Hetzer, would you believe it? It's the hull of a Hetzer, you might say, but with a turret on top. It was made from the Panzer the Light Viz 38. Okay, we've got a Leopard to the south, and he's moving about quite a bit, making it difficult for me to dial in, but rounds out. Pulls back very quickly when he realizes the shell's on the way in. See if I can hit that Panzer IV Hydrostat. Well, I've got a bit of a reticule bloom there at the last moment, and it actually made the shell go astray. Come forward a bit. Oh, we didn't. And there's an enemy Lux. Panzer II Lux. Let me get a shot on him. Well, it went where the shell went where I intended it to go, but of course he pulled back into cover. So the enemy's not really cooperating over on this side of the map at the moment, making it very difficult. I'll fire a shell in there just to discourage someone. Nope, they haven't gone back to that position. And in fact, actually, the Panzer IV Hydrostat went into the corner and made it an easy shot for a penetrator. 403 on that one. So he's not happy after that shot. See if I can loop a shell over the top. No, you can't. So that doesn't work. Can't get a shot on that BT7. He keeps popping forwards and then popping back again. Booster Tanky Siem. Runs out. Ooh, so close. And that Leopard keeps testing my ability to get a shot. But I quickly have a look over this side of the map because we notice, or at least I noticed, there's a couple of enemy tanks over here I can hit. A KV-1SA. Fire around in that direction. Didn't quite get that one fully dialed in before I shot. KV-1SA's gone into cover. That shell probably warned him that he was under fire and therefore he needed to move. And I notice we've got a Lux directly to the south. I can't get shots on him. Go to the Leopard. No direct shot over there either. Oh, now look at this. Two tanks trying to get away. I fire one in. Oh, well, no. Didn't quite work, but this Panzer IV Hydrostat, oh, takes a hit for 106. He would have been happy about that. Fire another one in blind, and I got a direct hit. Okay, give it another go, just in case he's still tracked there. And nope, explosion, so leave it. Okay. It looks like the Lux has decided to go and try and outflank our guys. And there's that BT7. I fire one snap in there. Now, can I get a shot on target? I think he's behind that rock. Yes, he is. I just got a direct hit on him, and BT7s do not have a lot of armor, so he's probably badly damaged. Nope, that shot missed him. So, ooh, and the Lux went all the way around the outside and just took out our OI experimental. And there's the Leopard. Narrowly missed him. We're down by 3 tanks at the moment. There's the enemy Bishop over on the other side of the battlefield. I'm trying to dial in, but I think we're going to lose sight of that guy. He's Arty safe. He knows how to be Arty safe. He's trying to hug the rocks and the buildings for cover. Miss out on getting a shot on the Electo. Okay, not getting any shot there. Can't get a shot on the BT7, but he is very low on hit points now, that guy. Oh, we can see the Leopard sneaking up. Now, can I get a shot on him? Hello, Mr. Leopard. Rounds out. Yes! 89 hit points. It tracks him. Can we get another hit? Let it dial in. Yes, and direct hit again. Now, is he still there? Rounds out. No, he's moved. Okay, so I'm now trying to get a position. Unfortunately, the rock face is actually getting in the way, so I'm having to change position to get a shot on the other tank that was coming in. It was the Lux. He's blasting away at our teammate in the T-34. I'm also worried about that Leopard. There's the Leopard. Also, it's not the Leopard, it's a Panzer IV Hydrostat. Now, I've hit that guy before. He's very low on hit points. That kind of warns him. It was the Panzer III Awesome0n3 who got the kill. Can I get a shot on this guy? No, just missed him. He's coming in fast. Trying to line up a shot. Don't want to hit our teammate. Oh, he dies when he rams himself into the T-34. And somebody on the enemy team has started capping. Now, from this angle, I probably can't get a shot into the cap. We've got no players on the other side of the battlefield. And I can't see what's down there. But I guess that the guy will probably be in that corner. That's more than likely where he's likely to be. Fired the first shot in, but we've got nobody spotting for us. We're down by 2 tanks. And I need one of my teammates to go down there. And the M4A1, was it? No, it's the M8A1. It's actually only a short distance away from me. Instead of going down and having a quick look to see who's over there, he's actually hugging the rock wall, which is not exactly helpful for us. Okay, looking down into the valley. Where are you? Are you over in the bushes? No, he was where I fired originally. And my shot would have just gone to the front of him. Oh, and there's that Electo. He's up on the cliff edge. I had to fire kind of snappish, but I was fairly well dialed in, but he is now starting to pull back. Can I get another shot? Rounds out. That's a kill. It's actually a penetrating shot as well, 313. And unfortunately, the Panzer III Awesome0n3 is being fired at by the enemy Arty. Now I'm going to change back to my previous position. In fact, now I suddenly spot the Wolverine and an M8A1 on the enemy team. They're both going after our Panzer III. So I fired snap, but didn't work. I'm dialing in on the Wolverine, see if I can get a hit. Unfortunately, Panzer III goes down, but that is a hit on the top of the turret of the Wolverine. Doesn't kill him though, and he goes to cover. Oh, now I'm running short on ammo. 10 rounds of HE left, 4 rounds of heat. My teammates having a look. I'm trying to adjust my aim, and there goes the M8A1. No, that didn't work, and now the rock face is working against me. I'm trying to back up a bit to get a shot, and I think I'm too far back. Yeah, I'm right up against the rock face, so I have to change position again. Okay, the M8A1 just got taken out. T6 medium on our team managed to get him, and now the Leopard suddenly appeared out of nowhere. And here he is. He's coming in. I try and get one quick snap on him as he's coming in, and I can't see him. And luckily he goes down to the M8A1, who finally actually started taking part in the battle instead of hugging the rock. We've now got a Wolverine coming up. In fact, it's 3 versus 2 now. And that Wolverine has been... That's the one... Oh, we just lost our T6 medium to their Bishop. That Wolverine has actually been a flaming nuisance because he actually did do serious damage. Now, I'm going Rambo on him now. I'm going to take him out with a face-to-face shot. He's not going to escape this. And he's looking elsewhere. Hello! It's me! We'll see that one again because actually we've got a bit of a spike on the program. That didn't happen in actual reality when I played it. I didn't get a spike, but it was funny all the same. Yeah, the Bishop's trying to nail our M8A1. Okay, hello, Mr. Wolverine. It's me. The Bishop sees me and suddenly thought, oh dear. Well, that's taking care of the Wolverine, which was their best player. And he's trying to get me. I'm coming to get you. Can't see him at all. The M8A1's decided to go and scout ahead of me. He's only got 95 hit points, and of course, you know, the Bishop can do 450 alpha. So if he does actually shotgun you face to face, then he can take you out. Now I've still got all my health, so I can take at least one hit from the Bishop. Provided it hits some of the hard armor, I'll be okay. If it doesn't, if it hits the gun shield, I'm out the game. M8A1's going around. I'm thinking about following him. Oh, the Bishop's been spotted and he's behind me. So I'm going to change around and go the opposite way. I do think this is a funny makeup for the Beefy. I did see somebody who actually put elephant ears onto it as well, make it look like an elephant. Really is quite hilarious. Well, he's not coming down to meet me, which means he's probably holed up just around the corner, waiting to try and shotgun me when I come round. Now, if I put the shell in the right place, he's also going to expire. He has taken some damage already. There he is. And he knows I'm coming. He's aiming directly at me. Okay. Oh, he gets me for 73. So he hit the hard armor. And I'm locked on. First shot misses. Would you believe it? Okay, so he'll probably beat my reload. And he does. But I take him out with the next shot. And that's all she wrote.
Your assistance has been requested.
Here's the end of battle stats. That was the first class tanker for general disturbance in the 105 leFH18B2. I got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. In fact, I got 15. And I didn't get any more medals, but I got a win rate of 5,804, which is Super Unicum standard. If we look at team score, we can see the reason why I didn't get any more medals. The Wolverine, the guy I shotgunned in the face, he actually picked up a high caliber and a Confederate for 2,239 hit points of damage. I got 2,169 hit points of damage, so I was slightly behind him, but that's the reason I didn't get a medal. When it came to third place, it was the Panzer von Vier who actually managed to get a scout medal and 1,626 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was the Panzer III Awesome0n3 who did the best with 4 kills. I managed to get 3 kills in second place, and 2 kills went to the T-34, the T6 Medium, the Wolverine on the enemy team, their Lux, their KV-1SA, and their BT-7. And when it came to base XP, it was the Panzer von Vier who did the best with 1,240. I came in second with 1,011 base experience points, and we were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base, with the Panzer III Awesome0n3 getting 772. I fired 39 rounds in the game, got 11 direct hits on the enemy, 3 penetrating shots, and 11 splash. So a quick check to see which ones I penetrated. Let's go to here. And the Wolverine. No, I didn't penetrate that guy. I didn't penetrate the BT-7. I definitely penetrated the Bishop. Yes, at close range, that shell will just go straight through him. I definitely penetrated the Electo as well. 313 hit points, which completely wiped him out. I also did damage of 2,169, of which 1,793 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see a fair bit of damage at close range. 3 hits to receive, 1 non-penetration, 2 hits by way of splash damage. Both of those came from the Bishop. The non-penetrating shot was the M8A1 right at the start of that battle. The guy who was with me right at the end of the battle actually fired a shot at me. Bit of a silly thing to do, but then he did it, and it was probably that he might have recognized my name. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and 365 hit points of damage assistance. Now, I did earn a nice little profit off that game, 111,349 credits, because, of course, I used standard HE throughout. I didn't actually switch to heat rounds at all during that game. And I also took away 8,949 experience points as well, because I got a mission completion. I also got a mission completion in the credits as well, which also helped. So, yes, you can see by buying the consumables when they're really cheap and storing them up, it means that you actually over-report your credits, but it actually makes it look good. And, of course, you just buy your credits, buy your consumables back on bulk when, of course, they become available. But I caught this one right in the face because obviously I shotgunned 2 enemy tanks right in the face, the Wolverine and of course then the Bishop right at the end. Bit of a silly thing for me to fire while I was actually turning on the Bishop, because obviously that shell didn't actually hit him or didn't wipe him out. But then of course I got real close, not so close that we were actually touching, because obviously then the blast would have affected me. But I did at least get one decent shot into him at fairly close range, which ended the game. I hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.